Hello everyone, this is Ildiko here with another 6x6 journal page. This piece was created for the Facebook group challenge that is run by Rachel Black. Her blog's name is Artful Evidence, and that is also the name of the Facebook group. And she is giving us weekly challenges. This page was created for the third week, and the theme was butterflies. What I am working on is creating a background. I really wanted to try this Faber-Castell texture luxe medium, and I am applying this with a makeup sponge over a stencil. I think it's a plaid or Americana stencil. After I dried it, I tried to create a colorful background with distress oxide and distress ink, mixing it in, but the color was not quite strong. I wipe off the excess and dry it. Then I try to use another color. That's the peacock feathers and I think worn lipstick are the two that I'm working with, and I did not really like this one either. So I clean up again the stenciled areas with a baby wipe and try one more color. This one is high flow acrylic, and I tried to paint it inside the flowers so the paper could soak up the color, and then it would show off the pearl white flowers. And I decided that was not fast enough, so I took a brush and painted the whole thing with the liquid acrylic, cleaning off the excess and trying to add some color variations by rubbing on the peacock feathers colored distress oxide. Then I tried to add a few emphasized details still in the background. So I took out my Stabilo All pencil and I outlined only 3 of the flowers. Then I activated the Stabilo All with water, and I quite liked that effect, but it wasn't too much, it wasn't a lot. So working on the background still, I wanted to tone down the sharp images because this is still the background. So I took out this pine needle stamp from Prima and went over the whole background except on these 3 flowers. So I avoided these 3 shapes. And then this is when it all started becoming very messy. Here I add another stamp. This is probably an Inka Dinka Do kind of cling stamp with a script, and I'm using purple archival ink, deep purple archival ink, and then I set the background aside and I try to figure out what to do next. I noticed that the background stamp had this postage stamp image, and I remembered I had a butterfly stamp that also has a postage stamp around it. So I've looked for that and I stamped it down with black StazOn ink on an extra index card. I selected another butterfly, a second smaller butterfly also, and I also stamped down the postage stamp part of that butterfly stamp, and I several times, and I cut those out and created my arrangement. Then it was time to edge the cutout pieces. I used the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen and just drew around the edges. And then the next step was adding color to the butterflies. As you see, I used dilution sprays, and the colors are funky fuchsia and crushed grape. I definitely added a lot of water to the paint on the mat, and I tried to load the images with the paint colors layer after layer. I started lightly with the purple and around the outside edges, and then the pink I added on the inside part closer to the body of the butterfly. I tried to nicely blend the colors together. As you see, I'm doing the same on the smaller butterfly, and the closer to the body it's pink. The end of the wings are more purple. And then I mixed up the two colors, randomly painted the extra postage stamps. Then I return to working on the background. I am spraying right now here the whole piece with water. I'm trying to take off some of the colors, some of the stampings, because it's just one big mess. So finally I took out the stencil again and the texture lux medium and applied it all over the background to tone it down. I also edged the page with the black ink, and that's when I realized that I needed more black in the background, and I outlined most of the flowers in the center of the page with black Stabilo R pencil, and then I activated the pencil marks with water. As you see, the flowers are covering a diagonal. I added some purple splatters with the Dilutions crushed grape, and I also added the funky fuchsia on the top of the page, and I diluted it with water and let it drip across the whole page, and I repeated the same on the bottom of the page. And this is really just for bringing in the colors from the butterflies into the background, because it was just too much blue and nothing connected the background for me to the main images. So the ink is done, and then comes stamping some more ticket images on tissue paper. I wanted to have some extra black in the background, and I found this ticket shape that I thought that I could use, and then this bus ticket also. I quickly stamped them down several times and then cut them out and added them to my arrangement. I also used one of the ticket stamps straight on the background, and then the last step is just gluing everything down with matte medium. I had to be very careful because the Dilutions ink seeped and bled all over the tissue paper. It's still going to be showing up, so I couldn't cover it exactly everywhere where I needed it. Then I found a Tim Holtz Chit Chat stickers, and found a sentiment that actually fit my mood at that moment. And it says, "Trust your crazy ideas." And that's actually what I did with this page. After stopping and stalling, a new idea came to my mind, and I think the pieces at the end worked together. To finish the page, I added a couple outlines around the butterflies with the black Stabilo, but then this is it. I hope you enjoyed the process. I hope you like the finished project. Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments. Bye bye.